Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Sets him up. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Lin with it. They trail by 2. To Leonard. Screen coming. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard for 2. Rebound Horford. Kyrie across the timeline. 2-point advantage to Hayward. Turns and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Lin with it. Looking to make something happen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Brown into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Horford. It was right there. Lin with it. He'll run the offense. Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 4. To Hayward. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Here comes the screen. Hayward to Irving. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Terrific vision, and he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Danny Green. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Irving into the front court. Up 6. Raptors have the rebound. Leonard. To Lin. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Lin. Off the mark. Hayward to Irving. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Lin. Off the assist.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Boston with 4 to shoot. Kyrie gets a look and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Toronto has the basketball. Leonard to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Down low Gasol. Missed a wide open look.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And Boston has the rebound. Hayward to Irving. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Trying to cash in. Jeremy Lin. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Screen coming. Irving to Horford. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Tatum smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Irving. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Lin. To Gasol. Gets a shot up off the mark. Irving with the basketball. 10-6 our score.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
To Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Lin to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Lin. They work it down to Gasol. Goes to the right side. The jumper's off the mark. to Irving. Oh, he had it.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Jeremy Lin trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Missed the foul shot. Rozier with it. The score 10-8. Rozier rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen. Lin. Five to shoot for Toronto. Shot by Lin won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But
the crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Lin with it. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. Lin steps out and hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Celtics have it to Marcus Morris. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lin with it. Down 5. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, 1 quarter down. The Celtics have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
To Marcus Morris. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Morris's shot won't go down. Ginobili with it. 5-point game. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Nope. First one does not go. He missed a pair of free throws. Rozier into the front court. Up 5. Screen coming. Boston with 4 to shoot to Hayward. For 3, what can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
I got ball.
Leonard. And a nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier, up by 6. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Leonard. Not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Hayward to Rozier.
Screen coming.
Down to 5 on the 24. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Down low for Leonard. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Rozier with it. It's an 8-point lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Shot was forced.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Curling inside. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Shot from in close, no good. Ginobili with it. Margins 8. To Leonard. To Howard. You've got to get that one to go. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Leonard to Howard. Can't miss those. To Marcus Morris. Screen coming. to Hayward. Shot clock violation. Leonard to Ibaka. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Hayward to Marcus Morris. Goaltending. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Toronto.
Ginobili with it. They find themselves down 10. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam gets it at the top of the key. From long range. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
The pass set it all up.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Hayward to Horford. Irving. Well defended. Spinning shot. Won't fall. To Jaylen Brown. Serge Ibaka. Huge block.
Sends a message on that one, Ed.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Has a chance. The shot no good by Gasol. Celtics have it. Irving to Hayward. Sizing up the defense. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Ginobili with it. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. He was hacked. They let it go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
First free throw is good.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors, number 17, Jeremy Lin.
So he hits the first, misses the second. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Lynn to Gasol. Not that time. Irving to Hayward. To Horford. No good, and no foul. Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws. Another follow, no good. Irving into the front court. Leads 4. Goes to the left side.
Shoot that, boy.
Over to the right side. Hayward. That's good D. Shot no good. Lynn with it. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. The screen sets him up for 2.
When Kyrie Irving went out, we saw Terry Rozier become that guy for the Celtics, hence even getting the name Scary Terry. No doubt about it, he may be a starter eventually, and that may be a conundrum for the Celtics.
To Leonard. Fine to shoot. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. That's it for the first half, with the Celtics in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Celtics will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The Raptors are still very much in this matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Morris was all over the boards in the first half. You've got to appreciate his determination when shots go up.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Hayward. Probing the defense. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Danny Green. Celtics have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Irving. Second effort. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. Al Horford tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Leonard. Won't go. Brown with it up top. Up 6. To Irving. Fires the 3, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Danny Green to Lin. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. From the painted area, won't go down. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Horford. Throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Lin with it. The margins standing now at 7. To Danny Green. They'll get it down to Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Jaylen Brown. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Lin. To Danny Green. 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with the pass.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Pascal Siakam down low for Leonard. Can't connect. To Horford. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Kyrie with the rock to Hayward. Shot from the lane won't go. Danny Green. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kyrie across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. To Hayward. To Irving. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Finish that. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Ginobili with it. His guys down by 9. Gordon Hayward with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Irving to Marcus Morris. Trying to cash in. Hayward with a shot, no good. Ginobili with it. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. Leonard. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. Irving. Oh, Ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Toronto with the basketball to Danny Green. Gasol. Able to convert inside.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Marcus Morris. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Celtics able to clear the board. To Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Hayward unable to connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Kyrie lets it go. Deep two there, won't go. Ginobili with it. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Gasol. Spinning shot, won't fall. To Irving. Almost unlucky bounce. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Rozier. It's Howard, the rebound. Ginobili with it. His guy's down 3. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Slams it down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Shemi Ojale at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Off the mark on his free throw. It's the Raptors with the basketball.
I got him.
Spins and scores.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Hey, you got the screen right.
To Howard. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Shemi Ojale has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. To Gasol. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Well, you need execution in the chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Number 20, Gordon Hayward.
To Rozier. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Cashes in for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Hayward. Work it down to Brown. Won't go. Lynn with it. Down 3. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming.
Gotta come through.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lynn to Leonard. To Gasol, down low. That's no good. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. No good. That's great defense. Ginobili with it. They're down 3. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Leads 1. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the 4th.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard. Pascal Siakam. They'll get it down to Leonard. Off the assist.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Celtics have it. Irving to Horford. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. To Leonard. The drive right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads just a point. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Pascal Siakam sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
He gets it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Danny Green. Leonard to Danny Green. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the first.
Number 20.
Missed the second. 0 for 2. Great dish to set it up. Kyrie Irving for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Celtics have it.
Screen coming.
Wide open look, won't go. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Screen coming. Irving. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kawhi Leonard. Deep two there, won't go. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Ball's controlled by Boston. It goes down.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. 4-3. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Danny Green. Shot clock winding down. Download this all. Short jumper off the mark. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game. So if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. knocks it down from mid-range.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers him and puts him right on balance every time.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot, and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Short jumper off the mark. It's a victory here for the Celtics. They're now 2-0 in this young season. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics won this game after a close finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Raptors just couldn't close this one out. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Al Horford seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Toronto Raptors. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.